Hello guys, welcome to the 24th, if not the 23rd. I don't know, let me just check. Welcome to the 23rd tutorial video on the top-down zombie game tutorial series. And yes guys, and before we start guys, just go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed so that you get updated on any new content that I upload. And in order for you to be able to be updated guys, just go before the subscribe, right next to the subscribe icon there's a little bell icon. Just click it and go onto the all selection and select that. When you do that, you get all updates in my channel. So yeah, so let's begin. And I lied. In this tutorial we're not going to be making the game camera, we're just going to be creating a renderer. We're just going to be changing our drawing system and our rendering system. We're going to use something else and we're going to call it a renderer to render images and make it easier to draw stuff. And yes, so first of all I want to change up a few things. I want to put a larger map. So I went ahead in Photoshop and I created a new map. So I just need to go ahead and add that into a project. And now I can open up a project and we can close all this stuff. And yeah, so inside our graphics package, the GFX class, we're gonna create a new class. We're gonna call it renderer. You're probably wondering why I'm creating a new renderer class. The reason I'm creating a new renderer class because it will be much easier to use a renderer to work with a camera, to create the game camera. It will be much easier to work with the game camera if you have a renderer. So yeah, and that's about it. So I'm gonna make this class abstract. Should I make it abstract? Yes, abstract. I don't know if I should make it abstract. I'm just gonna leave it as abstract for now. Public abstract. Okay. Let me just zoom into my code. There we go. And yeah. So abstract, Control X, Control V. Public abstract class renderer, and then what do we need to add? We're going to have a camera object. So inside the graphics class, we're going to create a new Java class, and I'll just call it game camera. I'll simply just call it camera. And we're done. So inside the renderer class, we're simply going to have a camera. We're going to have a get camera function, get camera, and there we go. And we're also going to have a renderer and an initializer for the renderer camera. Create this, or we can simply say renderer camera. Also can have a function called set camera. But I'll simply just simply make this public, because you know how I am, I'm lazy, I don't like typing out the functions and methods. And there we go. We can simply add a function and we're going to call it public void draw shape. Public void draw image. So we're going to take in a graphics 2D. I'll name it just G2D, short for graphics 2D, and we're going to remove this renderer. Okay, so we're going to go in here and we're going to have a position. We're going to take in the vector to position to F position and we're gonna take a few things and another, what is it called, float width, float height, there we go, And I'll just simply go and clone this. Control C, Control V, void draw image, and I'll just simply remove this stuff. So guys, don't get worried about these new code flashing on the screen. So basically, the thing is, when I was recording the video, I was making a couple of mistakes, and yeah, so some of these mistakes were just too big for me to just leave them in the video. So when I was editing them, I removed a huge chunk of footage. So yeah, so basically, yeah, so this is the only new code that's in there, and it's not even that difficult. It's quite trivial. So yeah, so you just continue from there, and yeah, image, and we're just gonna simply copy this. Control C, Control V, and before this, we're gonna simply pass in width and height. Draw image, find transform. Okay, so we don't also need this. Wow, I was wasting my time. Okay, so we just need this one function to draw image and all this stuff. And that's all. We're good to go with the renderer. And now all we have to do inside the game object class, every game object is going to have a renderer, protected renderer, and inside it, so the game object, we're simply going to say renderer equals to new renderer equals to new renderer. Okay, we don't need to make this abstract. Okay, we don't need to do this anymore because I just thought of a different new way of doing this that will save us a lot of time. So we don't need to do any of that. So yeah. So renderer equals to new renderer, and then inside our our player class and every single other game object, we're gonna be using the renderer instead of drawing stuff. So I'm gonna go into ent player, and inside the render method, oh, in fact, we cannot say that. I just needed to change this. Sorry, I just needed to change this. I forgot how to do that. So after setting the transform, we can simply just say g2d dot draw image observer, and we're gonna go with null for the observer. And there we go, we're good to go. So that's all we have in our renderer. So, and okay, so I removed this. So we still need to remove this abstract whatever. And there we go, save it, and we're gonna go to our player class. And inside of saying draw image sprite graphics.draw image, we're gonna pass this to our renderer. I'm going to simply say render.draw image sprite 00 sprite render.draw image render.draw image. So we're going to check in yes, the sprite, the image, the position, the transform. There we go. So we don't need to do this anymore. Do we actually need a position? I don't think we do. Do we though? Inside the update method, what's happening inside there? Oh, there. So we don't need the position anymore. So yeah. That's actually pretty cool. So we don't need the positions. I need to go to render again and remove this. And we just gonna remove this position stuff because we don't need it. Actually, we kind of do. Sorry. Yeah, we do need it, and yeah. So I'm gonna just remove this transform stuff. Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, we're just gonna look at it in the future. So basically, why do we need to create a renderer class? The reason being is that the reason I'm creating a renderer class is to make it easier for us to deal with cameras in the future. So, but if I simply just do this, it'll still work. Press enter to continue. There we go. And I'm going to use the different one. I'm going to use the different one with 150 and 150. Incompatible types. Okay, what's this other one? Is the thing at the end? Is the no, not. I should go to the renderer. Oh, it's floating widths at the very end. So I'll have to just a few things and then put it at the end. 150 and 150. There we go. Now we're good to go. Now if I run this, okay, for some reason it's not drawing. I have no idea why. Let's go to the renderer and change a few things. Okay, I just forgot to add width and height and cast that into an integer and also cast this into an integer. Now when we run this, there we go. So you're probably wondering why we have the renderer. The renderer is basically going to be like a, how do you say this? Like a, I don't know, like it's basically a class that's going to help us manage, deal with camera stuff and all the camera stuff. So guys, anyways, I need to add the new map. Where's the map? Scene. Okay, we're gonna go into scene, gameplay scene, and instead of loading this test 1, I'm gonna go with test 2. Is it 2 or 1? I don't remember. And there we go. The player's still too big. So there we go. We have our new map. The player is too big. The reason I'm saying this is because, as you can see, the player is the same size as the road. So I can go and reduce that. I can put the player size to like 75, I don't know, to 80. Let me reduce the size of the player to 80. Change this to 80. Control S and run this. Oh yes, 150 and 150. So we need to change this to width and height. We don't need to specify these values here. We can simply change it to width and height. I forgot that we had that attribute. And now if we run it, now the player is too small, but whatever. The player is too small. I'm gonna leave it to 100. I'm gonna take it to, I don't know, 100. And there we go. And yeah, so as you can see, guys, the other problem that now we can add a game camera to our project, to our game, because then now when we go, we're not seeing the full map. because if I go to the map to the image viewer and I go to where is it? Nope. Where is it? Top down server. Top down. There we go. So if I go in here and I go into the resources, it's not there. Okay, if I go in here and I go to the resources tab and I go to images and I go to maps, as you can see, this is the full map. But what is being displayed is only a small fraction of the map. What is being displayed isn't the full map. As you can see, it's not the full map, and for some reason, anyways, so it's not the full map that's being displayed, but for some reason, okay, I need to make the map bigger, but you get the point anyway. So yeah, so guys, so peace.